Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're so very welcome. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Good. As ready as all we can ever be. All right, Roxanne, full breath in, say your first name and the phrase, it's a beautiful day.
Roxanne, it's a beautiful day.
Roxanne, you have a lot of people in the world of spirit. Am I correct?
Yes.
You see, my eyes are still closed. I haven't even opened my eyes yet. I'm like, too many, too many. One at a time.
That always happens.
Oh my gosh. They're all applauding. Have you ever been to a big event like a concert or like I've been to Madison Square Garden, like down on the ice in a hockey game? And this was my daughter used to work for the Rangers. So when she got me close to the ice and I'm right beside the goalie and somebody makes a goal and the crowd erupts and you feel because you're not in the crowd, you are now down on the ice. You feel it's for you.
Mhm.
You can't help but feel that vibration. That's what I felt when you said, Roxanne, it's a beautiful day. Like the crowd just erupted in my head with applause.
I'm not surprised.
Thank you. It was a good thing in the world of no good, bad, right, or wrong. It certainly made me feel good, but I was like, my eyes stopped. One at a time, one at a
Oh my
time.
gosh.
When I asked, okay, one at a time, gotta close my eyes again. When I asked one at a time, your mother and a very large bear showed up, the two of them together. And they're about the same height. Now, I'm not saying your mother was short or tall. I'm just telling you. The bear is up on its hind legs like a brown bear, the kind you would see in movies. And your mother stands head to head with this humongous loving bear. Don't say anything yet, Roxanne. I need to know why this is happening. Is your mother in the world of spirit?
Yes.
Yes. Because that would be a whole different story if she was still in the physical world. Your mother telling me I've always had this bear inside me. I've always had this gruffness, but also the fuzziness. I've always had these two sides competing when I was in the physical world. Roxanne, does that make any sense to you?
Yes.
Love that. She said, now, goosebumps, now I can separate the two. Now I'm looking this way because this is her looking at the bear. I've grown so fond of my friend here. The piece of me that was always hidden, that I always talked down to, that I always said, you don't deserve to be here, that I always didn't doubt, I knew was there, and that I denied. I can now say, you are my friend. Do you understand that, Roxanne?
Yes.
She was a waffler, though, in the physical world, like one side, then the other side. One, this was her, then this was her. Does that make sense?
I'm going to say yes.
Like you couldn't figure out who she was in any given point.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Thank you. Because they're together like arm in arm. Remember? Head to head. They're both the same height. And they're like rocking together, side to side, having the best time. She said, but it took me a minute when I first got here, meaning the world of spirit, to figure out who the heck and why the heck was this bear here. She said, my denial and my burying of this bear. Isn't that interesting? Burying and bear. Like the two words are similar. I would bury the bear. I didn't want it to erupt. It could have been a lot worse, she says to me. Roxanne, do you feel that she kept a lot in?
Yes.
Like you might have saw her in moments of, oh, I'm quiet. I'm not going to say anything.
Yes, she did.
So you see now why.
Yeah.
That was tough for her. Was there something that was said before she crossed where you felt two of you figured things out? Maybe said, okay, now I understand. I'm good with that. Did either of you have an experience where you both kind of just nodded your head together and went, it's okay? You might have not said it verbally, but somehow the both of you understood.
I'm not sure how to answer that. I'm not sure.
Let me give you a little bit more. It feels like it happened close to her crossing, maybe like within months, like 2 months, where there might have been a conversation where she might have spilled some beans that maybe, oops, I didn't mean to say that. And someone might have said, oh, but I knew you felt that. Like maybe someone started to understand her.
Can I give you a little?
Just say yes, no, or maybe right now.
No,
Okay.
no.
My sense, right? My spidey senses, my feelings are showing me what happened with my dad
Okay.
2 months before he died. Something happened that I never experienced my father do ever. And in that moment, I said verbally to him, Dad, why are you like this? This is not you. And he responded with, yes, it is. I just always kept it hidden. That's what I'm feeling as I'm speaking with your mother. Am I making more sense now with that story?
No, I don't believe so. Because of the circumstance, it's difficult to say.
Do you think she was feeling that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know.
So I think I've explained what she's trying to say.
Yes.
Can you elaborate for us and maybe we all can figure out what we're missing here?
Okay. So my when my mom passed, my mom was in a catatonic state for a couple of years. So she wasn't verbal. She didn't know who we were. She, couldn't move, couldn't, she was basically a vegetable for a couple of years. So when I'm listening to what you're saying, I'm taking that, well, maybe that was her process that she internally was going through, right? Because I personally think that her soul had left her way before her body left this plane. That's what I believe. So you can understand why it's difficult to answer that. Maybe I had a dream. Maybe I had a dream with her, and we had a conversation.
Do you remember before she went into that state?
Yes.
Because the way I felt it was months before her crossing.
Yes.
Do you understand? It wasn't years. It was I felt it and then I was gone. So that would acknowledge your feeling that her soul had left her physical body
Yeah.
prior to that. But can you think back to what put her in that state?
In the catatonics, yeah, she had Alzheimer's. So she, I'm going to say the last 10 years of her life, the last 2 or 3 was catatonic. Maybe 7 before that was that of a child, if you will. She still didn't know us. So for the last 10 years of her life, she wasn't there
Hmm.
at all.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that, all of you.
She's good.
She's good now. Yeah, absolutely.
She signed up for it. She knew what she was doing, right? Yeah.
That's right. From everybody that I've read who's gone through dementia of some sort, her explanation of it is exactly what causes dementia.
Mm-hmm.
It's that inability to let the bear out.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I got to keep pushing it down. And as long as I keep pushing it down, pushing a piece of myself down, I'm not acknowledging anything. I might as well just forget everything then. That I feel takes that illness to another level. If I kept pushing down spirit, I never would have done this work. If I kept saying, no, it's not true, go away. And then I keep denying that piece of myself because that's my bear, right? Be denying my bear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And this bear is just, the bear from the Bear Necessities, just dancing with her right now.
Yeah. Based on the life that she had, this makes 100% sense based on what you had just said. Absolutely.
That's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hear us when we say, we all signed up for our own existence for this lesson. But isn't it beautiful now, goosebumps, to think that your mom is now expressing this and that this will be put out there for others to hear
Absolutely.
and learn from.
Absolutely.
And maybe other children will accept and help their parents to pull out the bear
Mhm.
because that's what my father did. The bear came out. And I'll never forget that. And in that moment, I did healing work that I hadn't done in 50 years with my dad. That was me. So, you, Roxanne, thank you. And everyone who listens to this call, thanks you for allowing your mom to come through this way and teach us.
I understand the bear now. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that.
It's kind of fun
Yeah.
to put all our challenges into the bear. I think I'm going to use that.
Hmm.
Whenever I have something come up, I'm going to say, oh, the bear has arrived.
I love it.
How do I love the bear? Because the bear is me. How do I not deny? How do I not stay stuck in the bear that we're two separate people when we're not? The bear is always with me, and I could dance with the bear or I could fight the bear. But even if I fight it, I'm still going to say, I love that I'm still fighting my bear. And that changes everything in my vibration, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's such a beautiful image of the two of them in my head, the bear and your mom. Beautiful image. Roxanne, do you have any questions about what we talked about?
No, no. I thought that was amazing.
And your mom has come through before?
I was actually up in Sedona a few weeks ago and she popped in, and in any readings that I've ever had, she has never, never shown. Everybody else shows, as you heard. So she's definitely trying to reach me.
Well, that's interesting. So just a few weeks ago, she popped in a reading.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago.
So you knew she was making some sort of entrance. The big performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So who are all these other people that came through? Are they all loved ones or
Yes.
wow,
Father, mother, husbands.
husbands?
It's a whole.
All right, let me just scan my head. That was right in front of me. Like I couldn't deny that. Her and the bear. That's what stepped out.
Yeah.
She says, if I could say one more thing to everyone listening, because she's excited about everybody listening, like not just you guys, but like thousands of people listening. She says, let me just say one thing. I am this. And I kind of repeated it in my head after I just said that from her. And it took me to a place of peace, to comfort, because I wasn't explaining away my circumstances. I wasn't saying, I am this way because I am this. And I settled into my moment. I didn't have to judge, deny, guilt myself, blame myself, get mad at myself. I just said, I am this. How's that feel for you guys?
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing else that can come after that. Yeah, but Donna, I am this.
Hmm.
That's what I take away whenever I say I am. Your mom just added this to it because now we're talking about situational. When there's something going on that I'm struggling with, whether it's in my world right in front of me or somewhere else in the world, all I can say is I am this. Roxanne, thank you for allowing me to bring your mother and the bear in.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. I have a question. Do you think that the lesson that she's trying to tell us is that we should have full acceptance of who we are in the now, so we're not wasting this life on something that just doesn't really exist?
Yes, because nothing exists outside of the now.
Right,
If we die in the next 10 minutes, what a waste of time.
right,
What a waste of 10 minutes. And if there is no time, like I've had so many experiences where a second has passed in this life, but eons have passed in my head, then I don't want to spend those moments in future or in past. But it doesn't mean I need to process something, right?
right.
I might need to figure out maybe what a bear was for me in the past, and it might be coming up again now. But I'm not going to just push it aside and move forward. I'm going to say, welcome to the moment. I love you. So, does that make sense?
Hmm. Yes.
I have to keep reminding myself about the moment. There's so much that creeps up from the past. That's me. That's my life. But it doesn't stop me from wanting to share all of this because this gives me such a high also. And I still learn new things, how to work new things, how to work my process. I always say, Spirit always has your back. Spirit's always right there with you, though.